What is going on, guys? Evan here from Evan Sports Corner, back with another live stream here on the channel. Today, we got the Dallas Cowboys and the Las Vegas Raiders. Here's Dak Prescott rolling out right. He's going to throw it down the field incomplete. And a flag is down. It's going to be a holding penalty against the Cowboys, I believe. And there you go. There's that. That'll probably end this drive, as Dak couldn't find the completion. But it is going to be a 3-and-out for Dallas on the opening possession of this game. Pete Carroll is fired up right now. And not a good start for this Dallas Cowboys offense, who has not played their best the last couple weeks of the season. Definitely not. So, possession's about to go to the Raiders here in the first quarter. It'll be Brian Anger punting to Trey Tucker. Here we go. From the 31, Anger to send it away. And this one's going down to the 20, around the 20. And Tucker's going to it's not going to fair catch. He's going to take it to the 30. And he's going to be tackled by some Cowboys. And it'll bring out the Dallas defense. So Trey Tucker, not the biggest return. Not a great start for the Cowboys offense. I'm not going to lie. It was not a great start. I'll be interested to see how they do against Geno Smith, the new look Cowboys offense, or new look Cowboys defense. New look Cowboys defense. You got Quinnen Williams, obviously the big time trade addition, Logan Wilson, and DeMarvion Overshown is back. Agent Zero, welcome back to Dallas. Super excited to see him out there. Geno Smith, play action on the first play of the game, going down the field, and he's got his man. It's Brock Bowers to midfield. Tackle made by Kalen Carson, and the Raiders get going early in this game. It's a play action to Bowers, one of the best tight ends in the entire NFL. There's DeMarvion Overshown out there, and it's Bowers working against Kalen Carson. He just kind of runs a little crosser over the middle, and Geno Smith had a million years to throw this football. I need to see a good game from Quinnen Williams. It's going to be interesting to see how he matches up against this Raiders offense. There's Ashton Jeanty. Raiders out at the 49. And Geno's going to hand it off to Jeanty. Bounces around, and he is brought down in the backfield. It's Malik Hooker, who's also back from injury, who blew that play up. So this new look Cowboys defensive line is going to be an interesting watch tonight. You got Quinnen Williams, obviously, and then you'll rotate in Kenny Clark and Oso Digizua. Donovan E., one of the top rookie defensive ends this season. He was all there on that tackle as well. So there you go. Great start for them as they bring Jeanty down in the backfield to the 48. 2nd and 11. Geno takes a snap and shotgun. 4-man rush. Smith fires the sideline. Pass is caught. Tackle made out there by Deron Bland as the catch was made out on that left side of the field. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Geno with 11 touchdowns on the year on 12 interceptions. I'm sure that'll change today. I'm sure he'll be able to add a couple nice touchdowns to that total. But he is going to bring up a 3rd down and 7 after the completion to Trey Tucker. So 3rd and 7. Jeanty in the backfield. Murray's out there, a linebacker with Overshown, I believe. 3rd and 7. Smith has time. Pressure comes. Smith is going to escape, and did he complete it to Michael Mayer? He's going to be tackled short regardless. Way short. And it's 4th down. Donovan Wilson, who's also back from injury. Great job here by this Cowboys pass rush. Don't think I've been able to say that pretty much all year. That's Quinnen Williams, who got some initial pressure there. And then, yeah, that was, oh man. Kenneth Murray got in there late and brought some pressure on Geno Smith. And the Raiders are going to be forced to punt the football. No opening drive touchdowns for Las Vegas since their first drive of the year against the Patriots. So they'll punt the football. A.J. Cole lined up at the 38, and he takes his time. Going to send this one away. And Turpin is going to let it bounce. Well, actually, he didn't even have a chance to let it bounce. Ball was sent all the way to the right side, and McCollum will down it at the 4-yard line. So here comes the Cowboys offense. They've got 96 yards to go if they want to get to the end zone. So Good start for the Cowboys defense after that first completion to Bowers. They really did lock in after that, and they did a really nice job making some plays there. I was impressed by that for sure. I was like, okay, that's some really nice plays there. Um, that was some really good plays from the defense. I like to see the interior pressure. I think Quentin Williams is already making an impact. Dono made some plays. The safeties honestly did a good job that drive. Mm, mm, mm. Okay, so the story for today is that DeMarvion Overshown is looking at around 30 snaps today. So the Cowboys will probably deploy him a lot on third down. Rookie Shavon Ravel Jr. will play a couple defensive series, probably less than 30 snaps. Um, and then Kenneth Murray and Logan Wilson are going to alternate possessions. So um, that's interesting for sure. Um, I don't know. This will be interesting. This will be really interesting to see how this goes here. But yeah, Kenneth Murray. So yeah, they're gonna alternate possessions. They both have the green dot on their helmet. So there's that. Obviously playing with heavy hearts tonight. Obviously with Marshawn Nealon's passing away, really sad. As here's Javonte Williams fighting for about 9 there. Um, I hope those guys go out there and play for Marshawn. Man, that was just terrible to hear about. Um, God rest his soul, man. God rest his soul. Gosh, man. So Williams did get 9 there. So it's gonna be a second down coming up. Second and 1, and Javonte Williams. Wait, did they? What is this report here? It said sat out. Oh, wow, CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens sat out the Cowboys opening series in a coach's decision. They're both back out there for the start of the second drive. Here's a first and 10. Prescott has time. Pressure from Crosby, and the ball got knocked out. It's on the ground. And the Raiders are going to get the football, man. Max Crosby is a menace. That's unbelievable, bro. Oh, Tyler Booker almost had that. So Lamb and Pickens set out the opening series, which I think is pretty interesting stuff. I don't know what the heck they did. Wow. They're going to look and see if it's incomplete. I don't know. I think this is going to stand as a fumble, though. That's a ridiculous play right there by Crosby. And they're going to uphold the turnover. So a game-changing play from Max Crosby here in the first quarter. 15-yard line is where the Raiders will start with it. Genty in the backfield. Smith. Pressure coming. Smith is going to be wrapped up and taken down. And I believe that is Kenny Clark who was on that one right there to get the sack. So Quinnen is wearing is that 92, Quinnen Williams? And then Kenny Clark gets in there, though, and makes that play. 2nd down and 17. Smith, pressured a little bit, has to flip it out. It's Genty down the sideline, knocked out of bounds right there by Shamar James, and it'll be a 3rd and long coming up. The pass rush is looking good early on. I'm impressed. Third and 12 here at the Dallas 17. 4-man rush. Smith launching. End zone. Incomplete. He threw it behind Trey Tucker, who may have had a touchdown. Logan Wilson was back there in coverage. And it's a 4th and 12. So Max Crosby's got to be sitting there thinking, I mean, my goodness, I gave these guys the ball at the 15, and they're only going to get 3 out of this possession. Shout out Kenny Clark, though. Odigizua there on the stun. Nothing really got through, but that's just a miss by Geno Smith. Threw it behind Trey Tucker there. Completely behind him. That's a touchdown. And Crosby is a little upset after that one. I mean, that is a big missed throw. 35-yard attempt for Daniel Carlson, who's made 95% of his career field goals from between 30 and 39. From 35, it is true, and the Raiders take a 3-0 lead here over the Dallas Cowboys, who have struggled on their first 2 offensive drives, which is not ideal. All right, our ball next. Y'all, if y'all listening to the stream, by the way, be sure to click that subscribe button. It really helps out the channel. So here we go. Cowboys will get it. Turpin to return from the 10. And Cavante Turpin finds a bit of a crease, gets across the 30. And the Cowboys will start their next offensive drive. So, 2 drives, not a whole lot going for Dallas. 3 plays, 6 yards on their opening drive. 3 plays, 11 yards. And now it's a 1st and 10 here. So you got to regroup. Javonte Williams is doing solid running the football. We're probably just going to keep doing that. But, I mean, we're 7:50 through the first quarter. We got to get some passes down the field, boys. 1st and 10. Prescott 0 for 1 with a sack and a fumble loss. 1st and 10. Prescott slant. Pass caught George Pickens. And he gets to the 45-yard line. Again, weird to have those 2 guys suspended. I don't know what the heck they did in this week to warrant them getting sat out in the first. You're pretty much punting a drive. So I'm very interested in that decision and what went into that. But Pickens obviously pretty fired up after that completion. 1st and 10. Now to about the 43 of Dallas. Raiders stunning around, and it's Williams getting another carry through and getting a few yards. And he's tackled there by Tyree Wilson. So 2nd down coming up. Cowboys down 3-0 here in the first quarter to the Las Vegas Raiders on Monday Night Football. All right. So 2nd down and 7 now after the 3-yard Williams run. Prescott play action, looks underneath, got him in. It's Hunter Luepke, the fullback, who's going to make the reception and run across the 40-yard line. 1st down Dallas. And now all of a sudden, offense is rolling. Dak trying to push the tempo, I believe, here as well. And Cowboys are now at the Las Vegas 39. Prescott, handoff Williams right side. And Williams running hard. Gets 8 yards on that carry. 2nd down and short coming up. Here we go. 2nd down and short coming up. Prescott out of... Oh, wow, that was bad at the line of scrimmage. Prescott was under center, popped up and threw it incomplete. It's 3rd and 3, actually, so I guess they gave Williams a 3rd and short 3. I thought he got 8. So, batted down at the line of scrimmage right there as he was looking for CeeDee Lamb, who was wide open. There was a window to throw that football, but ball got batted down. So, great play call, bad execution there. And honestly, it's a good play by the Raiders. So, 3rd and 3 from the Las Vegas 32. Prescott, time, Crosby being blocked. He's got to get rid of it. Dak incomplete, looking for Lamb on the left side. 4th down and 3. Is that Devin White or Kaiser White? Oh, Devin White, okay. And the Cowboys are going to punt the football, or they're not going to punt. The Cowboys are going to kick a field goal here. 50 yards from Brandon Aubrey from the right hash. 4th and 3, they decided not to go for it. Aubrey, is he money on this one? From 50. Kick on the way, and it is down the middle like always. Brandon Aubrey evens this one up at 3-3. Cowboys had a solid drive going, but unfortunately they could not finish the drive off strong. And Pickens is arguing with somebody on the sideline. I don't know, is he mad at Schottenheimer here? He is talking to Schottenheimer. I'm not really sure what he's saying, but he's saying something here. I'm not a fan of this dysfunction that's going on. What is Pickens talking about, dude? I don't like that. I do not like this dysfunction. Let me look this up. What are people saying? Yeah, Pickens is getting mad at somebody. I'm very confused. What an interesting week. I mean, in the NFL, by the way, if you are listening, be sure to click the subscribe button if you enjoy what you're listening to. I mean, in the NFL, we had Keon Coleman get benched this week for um, disciplinary reasons as well. It's just been a strange week in the NFL in terms of all these things. It's been a really strange week. No doubt about that. So, yeah. That's very interesting to me. But yeah, 3-3 here midway through the first quarter. They missed some things is what it was what's being said here. Here we go. Return here for the Raiders, and that'll get past the 25, probably about the 27. Genty. First and 10. Fake the pitch to Genty, and it's a completion here on the play action bootleg. And there's the catch from the Texas Tech rookie receiver Jack Beck, who makes the reception there. Wow. So there's Besh, who's been a little. He hasn't been the best this season. Most productive. That's a big play, though. First and 10. Play action again. Geno launching down the field. He's got Bowers. So this play action game is working well for Las Vegas early on, and they're just picking apart this Dallas secondary as Brock Bowers gets open here once again. A little bump for Maurice Lufau, but then at the end of the day, it's an easy completion for Smith, who has started to find a rhythm here on this drive. Getting him these easy completions, that's how you get the job done. First and 10 here. We'll see what Overshone can do. He's on the field right now. And Geno fakes the handoff. Another play action. Williams is going. And another completion from Geno. This one is over. Who's that, Thomas? Who are these guys, man? So Genty is being used as essentially a little decoy right now. First and 10, Raiders in the red zone. Smith has completed a bunch of different passes to a bunch of different receivers. That one's to Genty, and Overshone was there to force him out of bounds for a loss. There's DeMarvion Overshone's first impactful play of the game. So Overshone tore his ACL, MCL, and PCL in Week 14 of last season. And he is finally back and healthy, and he was out there on that Genty play and forced him out of bounds for a loss of 4. Second and 14. Smith, backside pressure from Izoroku, didn't get there in time, but the pass is incomplete as Deron Bland knocked it away. Third and long now for the Raiders. So Trey Tucker was the receiver. Great punch out from behind by Deron Bland here. That's just textbook. Didn't get there too early. Got there right on time. Punches the ball out. Geno's frustrated. It's another 3rd down and long for Las Vegas. Empty set here for Geno on 3rd and long. Genty's out wide here. Smith, 5-man rush. He's pressured. He is sacked. It is Jadavi. That's James Houston, I believe, who got the sack. 4th down, and the Raiders, who had such a good drive going, will be forced to punt the football. Great job by this Cowboys pass rush. Inside stun with Quinnen Williams, and it was James Houston who cleaned it up to get the sack. Can't tell who between him and Clowney there on that one originally, but then I saw it was Houston. What a play by James Houston. 45-yard field goal for Daniel Carlson from the right hash. And this kick is going left, but I think it's going to stay in, and it does. 6-3 Raiders lead with 2 minutes to play in the first quarter. How about this start, though, for this Cowboys pass rush? They have actually done a really nice job. They're making Geno's life tough. That's why they're having to run a lot of play action and roll him out, because in pure passing situations right now, they're not really getting the job done. "6-3 Raiders. Cowboys about to get the ball." Yeah, that's just really really poor. Really, really poor play action defense. Man. All right. All right. They're showing some fantasy football recaps here. Shout out to Bryce Young, man. What a day he had yesterday. By the way, if you are listening, be sure to click the subscribe button. Kevontae Turpin on the return. He gets past the 20, and he will be tackled at around the 32 or 33-yard line on that return. So field position isn't terrible here for Dallas. Next Monday, I guess the reason why they showed that. Monday Night Football, Panthers-Niners. Panthers a sneaky contender for a playoff spot in the NFC this year with Bryce Young's rise. Tedderald McMillan has been good this year, has had a great rookie season, and Rico Dowdle has been a heck of a player as well. First down and 10. Again, unfortunately, the Panthers beat my Cowboys earlier this year. 1st and 10. Prescott, play action. Well protected. Down the field. Got him, man. It's Pickens. And he will get to the 50-yard line before being brought down by Devin White. And just like that, the Cowboys offense moving it once again. Again, they've struggled a little bit on offense today. Got to get Pickens the football, though. He has some of the receptions. Lamb yet to receive a good pass yet. 1st and 10 again. Prescott has to roll out right. He's got so much time to fire down the field, and guess who he's got? He's got Pickens again. All the way to the Las Vegas 35 now. Another completion to Pickens. He continues to dominate. He was on Schottenheimer last drive about, I don't know, he was talking to him about something. And now right here, I don't think it's ever a good idea to leave George Pickens wide open. Dak threw that one a little too late. But at the end of the day, he got it to George Pickens, who makes the catch. And he is starting to feel himself here. Cowboys to the 34. Pickens 46 yards. And now they're going to hand off to Malik Davis up the middle. He'll get a few yards before being brought down. First quarter is coming to a close. 45 seconds left. Cowboys having their most productive drive of the day so far. 5 yards on that last carry. If you guys are listening again, be sure to click the subscribe button. 2nd down and 5. Second and 5. Williams gets the carry. Nice crease. Javonte Williams inside the red zone. Great blocking from the Dallas O-line. And at the end of the first quarter, the Cowboys down 6-3, but driving well down this field. It's looking pretty solid, boys. Looking pretty solid here. So, one thing that I've noticed so far in this game through one quarter, we are the better team at the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball. Our defensive line has been able to get lots of pressures, getting a couple sacks even as well. Quinnen Williams is making a big impact, I'm already seeing. The Raiders aren't even trying to run the ball with Genty right now. I mean, they're not even trying to get that established. They got that one. They ran the ball one time in the first quarter, I believe. It got stuffed. They haven't even tried since. I'm a big fan of that. And so the defensive line's doing their job. The offensive line, I think, is blocking well. I mean, Javonte has 7 carries for 38 yards. I mean, that's 5 yards a carry, boys. That is always a good thing. Lamb not getting the football in the first quarter is definitely interesting. I expect that to change. All right. So, yeah, I mean, there you go. Anyways, hey, y'all click the sub button if you enjoyed what you're listening to. And here we go. Second quarter about to get underway here. Let me change this up. There we go. Second quarter. Um, 1st and 10. Cowboys have it at the 18-yard line. Williams with 7 carries in the first quarter. That's a career high for him. 1st and 10. Prescott fade. End zone. And oh my goodness, there's no way he caught that. Pickens is saying he was close. I mean, he reeled this in, but I don't think he got the feed in. That is yeah, he's out of bounds. That's a ridiculous catch, though, regardless, by George Pickens. This dude's insane. George Pickens is actually insane, bro. 2nd and 10. Prescott in shotgun from the 18. And he fakes the pitch. He's got to get rid of it. Going end zone. And there's CeeDee Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys. It's a CeeDee. Been a long time. And there it is. Cowboys take the lead. Way to go, boys. All right. There we go, CeeDee Lamb. I was waiting for it. He's too good to not get something here. He just runs right past the safety. Arm goes up. Ball goes there. Touchdown, Dallas. Big time drive. That was beautiful football right there from the boys. Cowboys are up 10-6 after the Aubrey PAT. So CeeDee Lamb gets the Cowboys on the board with the first touchdown of the night. Cowboys 10-6 lead here in the second. If you guys are listening, be sure to click the subscribe button. Here we go. Raiders are going to return this here past the 30. 1st and 10 coming up. Overshown. Hey, buddy, what's up? Overshown has played 10 snaps tonight. They said he was going to play about 30. So, again, he'll be on a snap count because of his situation. 1st and 10. Raiders will start with it. Overshown not on the field for this play. They fake the give to Genty. Pressure comes. Smith steps up and he's going to run. And he'll slide down with about an 8-yard gain. Letting Geno Smith escape from the pocket. I'm happy that we at least collapsed the pocket and made him step up. But at the same time, Second and 3. Here's the handoff. It's not even to Genty. It's a first down, though. Is that... Who is that, bro? Raiders have been very pass heavy early on. A lot of play action. Things like that. That was a first down carry for Raheem Mostert. Wow, I haven't said that name in a long time. If you're all listening, be sure to click the sub button. First and 10 at the 42. Smith gets the carry, fakes the handoff to Genty. Play action throw, and he threw that one short of Trey Tucker to the far sideline. So Geno just didn't have the arm on that one. He's been good in play action situations tonight, though. Raiders have ran some 3 tight end looks a lot, and it's confusing the Cowboys defense and getting us beaten play action because we know Brock Bowers is essentially an extra receiver. So these 3 tight end looks are confusing us because we're thinking that the run game's coming, but then it's a play action pass, and again, Brock Bowers is fluid. He makes those plays. Second and 10, halfback draw to Genty, and Ashton Genty gets the first down. It was a delayed draw, and it ended up working out pretty well. Second carry of the night for Genty, and he picks up a good game for the first down. You got to see that first-round pick talent from Ashton Genty. So, Cowboys, was that a 3-down lineman set, or was it Houston was just so far outside there? Middle got abused. Raiders are across the 50-yard line to the Dallas 47. Genty's in the backfield here on first and 10. And Geno will run another play action. Pressure comes. He'll dump it off to Genty, who drops the football. Oh, man. Good job by Geno Smith to get that one out. He had 2 big defensive tackles bearing him down on that play. And Genty could have made something happen there. He dropped it, though. Ashton Genty, only one 20-plus yard rush this season, which obviously is a stark contrast to his 25 big 20-plus yard rush he had last year at Boise State, which shows, 1, this ain't the Mountain West, and 2, well, his blocking hasn't been quite as good either. Second and 10, Geno, pressure coming, he is under pressure, and he's sacked, and I think that's Quinnen Williams. And it is, hitting the sexy Dexy. Quinnen Williams, welcome to Dallas, and Jerry's up there smiling big in the press box, or in his little suite up there, because he knows he traded for that guy for a reason. Takes this center to the woodshed and just takes down Geno Smith. Forsythe never stood a chance. And there's Quinnen Williams just already making a big impact. 3rd and 19. Long way to go for Smith. Pressure's coming. Geno stepping up. He's under pressure. Williams bearing down. And the ball got knocked out of Genty. I believe that's an incomplete pass. Kalen Carson laid the boom. And Genty with his second drop of the drive. What a defensive possession from the Dallas Cowboys. Need I say, competent for once. As Kalen Carson came in and Genty... don't think he ever had possession of that football. Not like it mattered. The Raiders recovered it anyway. But man, guys, Quinnen Williams, man, he is making a world of difference today for this Dallas Cowboys defense. And the play clock just ran out, unless it was something else. Unless they needed to reset it, which they did not. It's a flag being thrown here for Pete Carroll's squad for a delay of game. So the Raiders will punt the football back to Dallas with a 10-6 lead. And defense for the Cowboys has been the best that they've looked all season, probably since the opening day game against Philly. Again, Quinnen Williams is really making a difference. So Cole will punt this one away. Back to around the 5 is where Turpin will catch it. Can he make something happen? He's going to run right into the teeth of the Raiders special teams and get back to the 20-yard line. And the Cowboys now will have the football once again. So the defense getting the job done. Can the offense keep up the explosiveness from the last couple drives? We shall see. Cowboys lead 10-6. Football is in their hands as well. I love it, Quinnen. Quinnen Williams really is like making a lot of plays right now, and I'm very much enjoying this. That's insane. Cowboys are going to get it back here, though. And Dallas is getting that interior pressure. This has just been really impressive to see the the Cowboys getting all this interior pressure. I've been really happy about that. It's been cool to see. It has been cool to see. Here we go. Dallas will start at their own 21-yard line. Cowboys have been the highest scoring second quarter team in the NFL this year. They already have a touchdown this quarter. We'll see if they can keep it going. First and 10, Devontae Williams with the carry, and he is stuffed up the middle. Raiders defense was all over that. There's Roberts who flew in, and Devontae tried to make a cutback, had nowhere to go. That was pretty bad. If you are listening, be sure to click the sub button. Just, man, Brevin spent four. Is that Schoonmaker, dude? That was brutal. Where's Jake Ferguson at, dude? Dude was tearing it up early in the season. He's just not getting a whole lot of action right now. Elandon Roberts, though, first season with the Raiders. Made a nice play there. Is Fergie even out there right now? Second and 10. Dak takes the snap. Short pass to Pickens. He's fighting. And Pickens is going to fight his way for the first down. Maybe we'll see where they spot him. But I think Pickens was actually able to just mean mug his way to a first down. And he did. Wow, that is... George Pickens is a beast after the catch, man. That time he literally just put his arm into him, stiff-armed him all the way until he eventually got to that marker. Great field awareness there. Oh, I forgot that the Raiders have Jamal Adams, dude. Wow. It's been a long time since Jamal Adams was really a first-team All-Pro type of guy. I remember there was a time where Cowboys fans wanted him and wanted to trade like a bunch of picks for him. Ferguson in motion on first and 10. Prescott play action. He's looking Ferguson's way through that ball. And Ferguson's running upfield. I don't know if that ball hit the ground or not, though. I thought it was incomplete. Second down coming up. I thought it was incomplete when I saw it live. Did Fergie pick this one off the ground, though? No, that's incomplete. Okay. Yeah, I didn't think that one was completed. I was surprised they didn't blow it dead. And second and 10 now. That was very, yeah, that right there was just very broken play. I was surprised Dak didn't look to Ferguson earlier. That was a bad low throw. I get he was under pressure, but it's like, dude, you gotta see that earlier. I think. I thought that was where the play was designed to go at first. Second and 10. Dak dropping back. Quick fire to Pickens again. So clearly something was said because Dak is feeding Pickens. It's going to be a third and short now. But Pickens is really just racking up these receptions here in this second quarter. It's 3rd and 4 after that one, though. Third and 4. Prescott has time over the middle. He's got CeeDee Lamb for the first down. That's a great throw and catch, and the Cowboys keep the chains moving. That's a great job by Dak. CD wins his matchup, gets open. It's a tight window throw, and that's what Dak does. He puts it on the money there. Great ball, great catch. We move, baby. 1st and 10 now. Across midfield for Dallas. And Cowboys go to Malik Davis. Makes a nice cut. And Davis, I think, gets the first down here. We'll see where they mark him. Maybe we'll mark him a little short. 2nd down and 1, I believe. But nice run by Malik Davis there, though. Run it to the left side. Pretty solid. Nice cut right there by Davis on that one. Then he runs through. Tolbert laid a solid block, and Davis did a really nice job there. So, looks like Jaden Blue's been relegated for quite some time. But yeah, he was able to just cut it back inside there and make it happen. Cowboys have double the Raiders' yards. Never thought that'd be the case with our defense. Here's a 2nd and 1, and it's back to Javonte Williams. He's fighting for every yard. Picks up the first. And we'll bring up a new set of downs here for the boys. There you go. 1st and 10. 1st and 10, under 8 minutes to play in this one. And Prescott, play action. Williams, good pass protection. Dak layers that throw in there to CeeDee Lamb. What a drive here from number 3 and number 88. They are both making it happen on this drive, and the Cowboys offense is in a flow state at the moment. What a dime here from Prescott. Play action. Really good protection there by Javonte Williams on Devin White, allowing Dak time to get that throw. This is just a great throw by Dak. He layers this one in there. Soft touch. Floats it beautifully into Lamb's arms, and the Cowboys are set up at the 14-yard line. 1st and 10. Luepke in motion. And they'll run the football. It's Javonte. He's stopped at the line of scrimmage there by the Raiders defense. If y'all are listening, by the way, be sure to click the subscribe button. I don't see Ferguson in much right now, which is making me sad because he was doing so well for my fantasy team earlier in the season. He's really struggling all of a sudden. If y'all are listening, by the way, be sure to click that red sub button. It really does help out the channel a lot. Second and 10. Prescott has some time. He'll check it down to Williams. He's got to make a cutback, and he does, and he'll get to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. So, that's unfortunate. That play just was kind of crappy. Third and 10 now. Turpin in motion. Prescott slowing it down. I'd look for Ferguson here. That's usually what ends up happening. Play clock's down to 4. Dak's got to get this snap off. He does. Prescott has time. Checks it down to Luepke. And he's going to fight and make it about a yard away from the first down marker. I thought Guyton may have false started. I guess they didn't call it. It's 4th and 1. Cowboys have been pretty aggressive this year in a lot of these 4th down situations. Would not expect anything different here on 4th and 1. Yeah, great job by Luepke there to fight for those extra couple yards to make this a decision. 5:19 to play. Timeout called here. Think it's going to be Dallas. This is a good timeout. Get your play set up. Do what you got to do here. Shoddy, I don't know what you're going to call, but this is what you do. Is you call a timeout. You settle everyone down. You think it through. And, I mean, you got a A bunch of capable weapons. CeeDee Lamb and George Pickens have been amazing today. They've sat out the opening drive due to discipline issues, and ever since it's just been too easy for him. Pickens 5 catches, 64 yards. Lamb 3 catches, 55 yards, and a touchdown. Dynamic duo indeed. Shoddy was fired up there, going over there with his guys. He was fired up. See, that's good coaching right there. You discipline them, you make them upset. I don't know what they did, but you discipline them, and then, hey, guess what? They're going out there and they're balling out right now. And they're still hyped up. 4th and 1 now. From about the 5.5-yard line. Williams in motion. It's an empty look. Prescott, end zone, touchdown! Jake Ferguson! And the Cowboys keep it going today. Another great offensive drive. Way to go, boys. 12 plays, 79 yards. Way to go. Flag on the play here on the PAT. False start, guys. Come on. There's Fergie. Bass got called for the false start there. Dak 12 for 17, 148 yards, 2 touchdowns. And Aubrey's PAT is good. And Dallas with a 17-6 lead. How about that? The Dallas Cowboys making some things happen here on Monday Night Football. New look squad doing their thing. How about them, baby? How about them? Here we go. Raiders return it here. All right, 1st and 10. And Geno, play action down the field. And he's got Bowers to about the 38. Yeah, Bowers got open there. He's been doing that tonight a lot. 1st and 10. And here's Genty in the backfield. Tucker in motion. And they'll fake it to Genty. He's going to look for Bowers here. Smith fires down the field. Incomplete. Pass intended for Trey Tucker, the motion man. If you are listening, by the way, be sure to click the sub button. Malik Hooker flew around the ball there. Low-key made some early contact there. Glad they didn't call it. Smith firing left side. He threw it a little early. Bowers wasn't even looking for it. Here's Smith, right side of the field. Passes caught, 1st down Raiders. Tyler Lockett. First and 10. Smith fakes the handoff to Genty. More play action. Smith checks it down to Genty now. And he'll get about 8 or he'll get 7 on that reception. So he'll bring up a 2nd down. So Cowboys trying not to give up any points here, obviously. Raiders are 21-4 in their play calling ratio right now in favor of the pass. They have barely given Genty any touches on the ground. 2nd and 2 from the Dallas 40. Empty look for Smith. He has guys open. He's going to check it down to Genty now. And Ashton Genty gets to the 30. I get it. I mean, do you really want to run it into the teeth of Quinnen Williams, Kenny Clark, and Osa Odigizua? No, you're going to attack the Dallas secondary that stinks. Ooh. Kenneth Murray just got away with a nasty face mask on Ashton Genty. That is an insane no call. Holy cow, that was really bad. 1st and 10. Smith, another play action. He's got to set his feet and fire down the field. Ball is deflected in the air. Intercepted. Intercepted. Marquise Bell. Kenneth Murray with the deflection, and then it's intercepted by Bell. Cowboys defense, a rare turnover. Wow, that's huge, boys. What a turnover forced by this Dallas defense, man. That's insane, man. Wow. The Cowboys offense gets the ball back. Can they make something happen now before the end of the first half? Is the Raiders have ran this play action stuff all night long, trying to neutralize the Dallas interior rush. Bowers was the intended target. Great play by Kenneth Murray to deflect that ball in the air, and then Marquise Bell with the interception. Cowboys start at the 31. Now Dallas running play action. Prescott launching it deep down the field, and it is nearly intercepted right back. Oh my goodness. George Pickens was the intended target there, and this ball was up in the air for a long time. That was very scary. Johnson Jr. George Pickens probably saved the interception by getting his one hand in there and deflecting the football. That was nearly picked. Second down and 10 now. Tolbert in motion. Play clock down to 5. Prescott will just hand it off here, and they are Cowboys run game stuffed there. Javonte Williams in the backfield. And Tyree Wilson made that play. Third and 10 now. Two-minute warning is hit here. Cowboys lead 17-6. I mean, it's been an interesting football game right here, boys. We've done our thing, though. We've been the better team. We've been the better team tonight. We're better at the line of scrimmage. Gino, we have the heavy quarterback advantage with Dak, heavy weapons advantage. We're the better team, boys. We got to finish this one off strong. Obviously, Raiders are definitely not out of it, but I never thought I'd see the day where the Cowboys would give up 6 points and a half so far. This is insane. I mean, man, Overshown, Williams, like they've really changed this defense. I don't know how many snaps Shavon Ravel's gotten. I'm not gonna lie. Oh man, Michael Penix with a potential season-ending injury, dude. This sucks. This does suck for them. I feel really bad. Anyways, but if y'all are listening, man, be sure to click the subscribe button. Really, again, helps out the channel a lot. Helps me grow. Helps me keep doing these streams. So keep clicking that sub button, y'all, if you're enjoying what you're listening to. All right, here we go. Third and 10. Pocket collapsing. Prescott down the field, and that is going to draw a flag. CeeDee Lamb was held big time in the secondary. And the Cowboys are going to get a pass interference here. Holmes was the one who held on too long. Dak Prescott had some pressure from Max Crosby in his face. And Tyler Guyton getting into it here. Did they throw 2 flags on this play? Tyler Guyton with a heck of a flop on that one. That was hilarious. If I was a Raiders fan, I'd be mad. But they threw this flag on Lamb as well. So it'll be 15 regardless of the call here. Again, Raiders got called for the pass interference. I believe that's Darnay Holmes who, grabs CeeDee Lamb. Completely restricts his ability to catch this football. That is textbook pass interference. Didn't turn around to the ball, anything. And there you go. Cowboys drive stays alive with some help there. And then Guyton and Kunze going at it here. And, oh, yeah, you can't do that. That is the biggest flop ever. Okay, but that's 15 regardless because he punched him in the face. He punched him in the face. That's a fine. But then he just flopped. Oh, my goodness. That's such a bad. He just fell over. Oh, Jaden Blue's laughing so hard right now. He, took the punch, already drew the flag, and then just decided, I'm going to flop. It was the most obvious embellishment. That's so funny. So, anyways, back to ball here. Cowboys at the Las Vegas 48. Javonte Williams finds a crease. Williams across the 35, and he loses the football. I think he was down. Ball is loose on the sideline. Cowboys, I think, got it back regardless, but down was Javonte Williams is what they're ruling. Good job of Fenoy, though, to run after it. They were really punching at that football, but right there, knee was down, I believe. So good run there by Javonte. He's over 50 yards on the day, averaging 4.5 a carry. And I think Dallas just used their second timeout here. So let's go, boys. We're playing well tonight. The Raiders are not a very good team. By the way, if you are listening, be sure to click the sub button. Raiders are not a very good team. We know this. But hey, it's encouraging to see improvement. This is what I like to see. Improvement is being had here. Quinnen Williams, dude, he's a freaking baller. First and 10 here for Dallas. They're at the Vegas 32. Prescott. Flags are down. This is going to be a false start. Back them up 5. Tyler Smith, the left guard, was the one who flinched here. I think he did more than flinch, to be honest. That was a pretty obvious false start on that one. First and 15. Prescott. Pressure from Crosby. Down the field. He hits Pickens. Pickens turns his man around. Makes the cut. Touchdown, Cowboys. It's a rout in Las Vegas. Flags are down after the play. George Pickens does his thing. That's just so funny. I don't know what shot he's saying, no, but this is just incredible. George Pickens, elite rack here. Javonte does a good job in pass protection. Tyler Smith pulls over, gets a good block here on Max Crosby, and Dak does a good job stepping up in the pocket. And that's just George Pickens doing George Pickens things. Takes the guy out of his shoes with the cut right there. Walks into the end zone after that. And then let's look at the celebration. I want to analyze the celebration as well. But yeah, Pickens wins on his little dig. And then it's just off to the races. Cut right there. And he's into the end zone. And then I guess they're not going to show the celebration, but Cowboys with the PAT from Aubrey. They backed him up 15 because of the penalty on the celebration. Aubrey makes the PAT anyway. Is there another flag down? Oh, it's offsides and the Raiders. Okay. Brandon Aubrey doesn't care about any penalties. George Pickens, bro. Superstar. If you are listening, be sure to click the subscribe button. What a touchdown right there. That was amazing. Cowboys with a 20. Oh, man. My voice is cooked right now. If you're all listening, be sure to click the subscribe button. 24-6 lead for the Dallas Cowboys here in Las Vegas. George Pickens, he ran up and hugged the freaking goalpost, bro. I'm done. This dude's a clown. I love him, bro. How about him? Cowboys lead 24-6 though. I mean, that's about as good of a first half as you could have asked for from the boys, man. Defense was actually good today. Let's do it. That's too funny, bro. Cowboys dominating early on, though. 24-6. George Pickens over 100 yards in the first half. CeeDee Lamb's got over 50 and a touchdown. I think it might be over 70 actually now. Either way, dynamic duo at wide receiver has been elite. The defense has done their job early. It's been a really, really strong performance for Dallas today. And they are looking to just regroup and try to get this season back on track after some tough recent losses. You've seen there's potential with this group. Quinn Williams has really made an impact on the defensive line, new anchor of that D line, and I've loved to see his impact. That's just a nasty cut right there by George Pickens. And then he just pretty much jogged it in the last five. And just about. So I think that one went into the end zone for a touchback. So Dak Prescott fumbled early on in this game. He's been lights out since. 3 passing touchdowns today. Jake Ferguson, CeeDee Lamb, and George Pickens all scoring. And there you go. First and 10. Smith straight drop back. And he's going to check it down out of the backfield to Raheem Mostert. Oh, overshown. That was not smart. That was not smart hit there by Demo. Dude's fired up to be back out there, I guess. Second and 6. Smith. Pressure. He's got to get rid of it, and that ball was nearly intercepted by Deron Bland. Made a great ball hawk play to knock that one away. 3rd and 6 now. Oh, we got called for defensive holding, though, so first down, Las Vegas. Great play by Bland's going to be negated, sadly. Oh, Trey Tucker got just molested on that play. My gosh. Oh, man. Smith under pressure on first down. He escapes, fires down the field. It is caught by Trey Tucker. Clock continues to run. Raiders do have all their timeouts and are not using one. Now they do. Cowboys defensive reinforcements, obviously getting Malik Hooker, one of their safeties, back. You bring in Logan Wilson to bolster the linebacker room. Obviously the big Quinn and Williams trade. And then DeMarvion Overshown coming back from injury, along with Shavon Ravel. We'll see how much playing time he gets tonight. This Cowboys defense has allowed 31 points per game, but hopefully that number will start to go down as this defense starts to get in its flow. With these new additions to the roster. That was a bad pass play given up. Very reminiscent to the first 9 games of this season. Was that Tucker play. 35-yard line is where the Raiders are at. Geno Smith has a trip set out to the left. Logan Wilson's out there right now. No blitz. Here's Smith. Over the middle. Pass is caught. Bowers with another reception. And I think the Raiders will have to use a timeout here. That'll be their second of the half. Very impressive team today.
Very impressive. 2 Raiders.
Hey, the Cardinals just beat us last week. They're improving. Slowly but surely. Uh-oh. No, good throw. Second down and 3 for the Raiders. Geno Smith. Pocket collapses. He's going to throw this one down the field. That one's incomplete. Michael Mayer, the intended target. And there is... Oh, hey, that's Shavon Ravel. There we go, Ravel. That's so sad that he tore his ACL. Dude had a lot of potential, and it's really unfortunate that he tore his ACL. Dropped to the 3rd round, though, and hey, maybe to our benefit. Hopefully he can be another good cornerback for us for many years to come. 29 seconds left in the half. Raiders have 1 timeout. Mostert in the backfield. Tucker's out to the far left. Man in motion. Geno. Checks it down to Mostert on a screen. Raheem Mostert brought down from behind by Sam Williams. And it's a 1st and 10, I believe, with the spot. And Pete Carroll will call the Raiders' final timeout here. So it's probably going to be a couple of shots to the end zone and bring out Daniel Carlson to try to make this a 2-possession game. First and 10, 23 seconds left. Geno, 16 for 25, 167 yards. Smith gets the snap. He's got pressure in his face, and he threw the ball into the ground. The ball is loose on the ground. Mostert recovered it. Geno saying incomplete. What a job. I think that was Quentin Williams who came flying in there, though, once again. Just a dominant debut for number 92. And as he gets here on the stunt, gets in, him and James Houston are right there. Houston comes up and gives him a brutal shot to the back there. That is a tough hit that Geno Smith just had to endure. So Quinnen Williams has been an absolute game wrecker in his first Dallas game. And now play clock is down here. I'm confused. That's the actual. Okay, it's a reset. Okay. Three sacks for the pass rush. 2nd and 10. Smith goes right side. That one was near nobody. Incomplete. A flag came in. Oh, we were off sides. Well, that makes Geno's last throw even dumber because he just threw that thing out of bounds when he had a free play. But that's Jadeveon Clowney, the veteran who jumped off sides there. 14 seconds left for Las Vegas. 2nd down and 5. And Lockett was the intended target. Geno just got rid of it, and that was a bad decision. Raiders have it at the 20. 14 seconds left. 2nd and 5. Geno Smith taking the snap. He's got some time now. He's got to get rid of it. Throws it to the sideline out of bounds. Incomplete. 3rd and 5. 8 seconds to play. What will the Raiders do now? This is just, I mean, yeah, this, you got to be careful here. Geno gets rid of it. Dante Fowler came in and got that late pressure to force the throwaway. Pocket's been collapsing a lot more often tonight with this new look Cowboys pass rush, though. 3rd and 5. 8 seconds left. Raiders got to make sure this play doesn't take too long. And we have a timeout here. Dallas will use their final timeout to make sure the defense is aligned properly for this probably final play from scrimmage in the first half. Third and 5. 8 seconds from the 20. Smith in shotgun. Clock ticking. Smith, left side of the field, incomplete. Covered by Kalen Carson. 4 seconds left. Raiders will have to kick a field goal. One-on-one, Brock Bowers' throw is just way too far to the outside, forcing Bowers to try to make a superhuman play. And Dallas' defense does its job, and now Daniel Carlson for the 3rd time tonight coming out to try to knock down another field goal. This one's from 38. He's already hit from 35 and 45. From 38, it is good. Clock is going to expire, and the Raiders will trail 24-9 going into half. They get the second half kickoff, though. But one of the best first halves from the Dallas Cowboys this season. They lead 24-9. Good complimentary football being played. And I'll see you guys for the second half shortly. But if you are listening, click the sub button, and I'll catch y'all soon. All right, guys, here we go. Second half is just getting underway, and I actually just finished my dinner, so that's pretty cool, right? Anyways, third quarter, Raiders trail 24-9 against this Dallas Cowboys squad that's had a really, really good day thus far, only allowing 3 field goals. Impressive stuff. Here's the handoff to Genty. He's forced out of bounds for a big loss of yards there by Dono E. And there you go. It is a 24-9 game. Second and 13 after Dono got out there and made a really nice play on that. That's beautiful to see. Raiders have passed the football 31 times. They only ran it 5 times. Here's a second down and 13 for Geno Smith. And Smith drops back to pass outside completion. And over to that side of the field, it's Tyler Lockett with the reception. Third down coming up. New look Cowboys defense returning a bunch of key players like DeMarvion Overshown, Malik Hooker, and Shavon Ravel, adding Logan Wilson and Quentin Williams into the fold as well. I mean, just things like that have made things a little better today. Raiders aren't a great team by any means, but 3 or fewer yards rushing in yards rushing in 4 straight games. First time in Raiders history. I'm assuming they're talking about yards per carry. Here's Geno on third down outside. And Bowers was locked up by DaRon Bland. 4th and 6, and the Raiders will have to punt. Oh, no. Wow, that's a touchdown for J.D. Winters. That's insane. 4th and 6, Raiders will punt to Turpin. DaRon Bland having one of his best games of the season. Multiple PBUs, some good tackles. A.J. Cole to punt it away here. Turpin will... That one's going to bounce into the end zone. Wait. Oh, I took a weird bounce out of bounds there. That's going to go into the end zone for a touchback. Oh, that was almost down to the 1. That would have been really bad. Cowboys will get the football back here, though. Great opening possession by the defense here in this first half. They're playing with a lot more confidence and things like that. Way to go, boys. As y'all listening, be sure to click the subscribe button. Be sure to click the sub button. Help out the channel a lot, guys. I really would appreciate it. We're on our way to a big win tonight, though. That's what matters. So, still waiting here, but we will get the ball back. cool. Taco Bell. Here we go. First play of the half here. The Cowboys offense with the handoff to Javonte Williams. Violent running right there of the football. Picks up about 5, I believe. Pull him out. Second and 4 after the gain of 6 from Javonte. Cowboys have it at their own 26. Crosby blocked well. Prescott escaping. Crosby giving chase. He finds Pickens, who's going to spin and get the first down. Very awkwardly there is George Pickens. That is a crazy. This is just a very awkward play by Pickens, but heck of a job by him to keep his balance and pick up that first down. 100 yards on the day for Pickens. Cowboys with a first down, and they'll go back to the ground game. Javonte Williams a couple yards there. Second and 8 now after the 2-yard Williams run. Prescott has a lot of time here, and he's just going to check it down to Jake Ferguson, who's going to turn upfield, get a few extra yards. Not too many design plays for Ferguson here in the back half of this season from what I've seen. That's only his second catch of the game. He's at least been more of a red zone threat this year. I know there was the last couple years he went a while without scoring a touchdown, but then he finally has kind of opened up his red zone ability this year. Doesn't have the same yard after catch ability that he used to have back in the first couple years of his career. Third and 4 now for Dallas. 10:50 to go. Prescott has time, fires, slant, Pickens makes the catch. He's going to keep going after the catch, and George Pickens is still on his feet across midfield. They can't bring him down. He finally goes down. Unbelievable yard after the catch running ability from George Pickens. I mean, how in the world did he turn that into a big gain? He was working on Eric Stokes here in that slot, catches the slant, goes upfield, makes a cut, breaks out of a tackle, and then right here he's got 2 Raiders on him. He drags them and spins out of it all the way to the Las Vegas 42. Prescott, play action again, looking high for Luepke. He's got the reception, and Hunter Luepke fighting for every tough yard. Those plays went to Ferguson earlier in the year, but now those play action rollouts starting to go to Luepke a little more as Pickens is on the sideline after that play. Might be, hopefully not injured. Hopefully he's just exhausted because, I mean, who wouldn't be? That was a ridiculous play. So the Cowboys' star receivers have combined for 11 receptions and 182 yards, and each of them have a touchdown. The rest of the team hasn't done a whole lot in the receiving game, but those two have done it all. Ferguson has a touchdown somehow. First and 10 for Dallas, and another run. Javonte Williams up the middle. Gets a pretty solid gain on that. Pickens coming back in here. Second down and 4. And now another handoff. This one goes to Malik Davis, who's bouncing off tacklers, picks up the first down, and the Cowboys are now officially in the red zone. Playoff picture in the NFC, the Cowboys are just outside of the hunt, but looking at teams, there are multiple 6-4 football teams who are not in the playoffs. It's definitely going to be an uphill battle, especially with um, Green Bay owning the tiebreaker. Or wait, no, Green Bay doesn't, but the Panthers own a tiebreaker over us. I mean, that one hurts pretty significant there. That one sucks. Here's a 1st and 10. Prescott, play action, dumps it down to Ferguson. He's not even going to get to the line of scrimmage, I don't think. So there you go. Cowboys offense is just, I said it earlier, they're just kind of in a flow state. You know what I mean? Prescott, slant pass, Pickens, 1st down, and he's going to be inside the 5. He reached for the goal line. He was a couple yards shy, but George Pickens has completely taken over this football game. First and goal from the 3. Hand off to Davis. He's trying to get to the outside, and he'll be taken down short of that goal line, but it is now a 2nd down and goal. We'll find out how good this Cowboys team truly is here in a week. The Philadelphia Eagles are our matchup this Sunday. We'll learn a lot about this team at 3:25 on Sunday. Brutal stretch with the Eagles, Chiefs, Lions coming up. You also get a game against the Vikings, another one of those teams in the hunt. 2nd down and goal now for Dallas. 330 yards of offense on the night. Prescott, play action, looking end zone. And is it caught? Yes, it is. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ryan Fournoy. The beatdown in Las Vegas continues as the Cowboys extend their lead to 30-9. Really nice route here on the whip. Ball's up in the air. Fournoy comes down with it, and Dak's got himself his 4th touchdown of the night. We're getting close to milk and cookies time, as I call it, where Dak is on the sideline in his favorite hat. What a night for Dak, though. Wow, wow, wow. So Cowboys up 31-9. What a day it's been for this offense that's really picked it up. Everybody making plays today. And you compound that with an actual decent defensive, pretty good defensive performance as well. Again, Ashton Genty, man. I mean, he's not even getting involved, to be honest, today, which has been really surprising. They cannot seem to get him involved much. So anybody who was counting on a classic Cowboys posing running back performance tonight where they go for like a career high, it looks like it's not going to be today, which is kind of crazy. So 31-9 is the score. It's been a rough night for Geno Smith and the Raiders. Oh, that was not a good ball. But yeah, there you go, boys. That is just how it is. It's been a great night for the Cowboys, who looking to turn this season around. 3-5-1, but this new defense, the offense is clicking. Pickens has been unstoppable tonight. He's looking like the wide receiver 1, man. I'll say it. I love CeeDee Lamb a lot, but Pickens has been the better wide receiver this year. More consistent with the hands. More consistent hands. You know, more just fights harder for those extra yards. He's just been better. Lamb's been good, very good. Lamb's a great player, but Pickens has been wide receiver one this year. I mean, I think Dak is really enjoying throwing him the football. CD gets his touches here and there, but you know, it's Pickens has been that guy this year, man. This is not even a slight to CD. That just shows you how good Pickens has been this season. Um, Taking full advantage of the high flying offense. Forgot, yeah, CD did miss a few games with that like shoulder injury, or what was it? Or was it ankle? It was ankle. Yeah, that stupid play in the Bears game, which turned out to not even be a bad loss. The Bears are actually a good team this year. Yeah, Geno Smith has struggled tonight. It's been nice to see a Cowboys defense finally make an opposing quarterback play like they should, man. I mean, there's never a reason why we should have let Jacoby Brissett do it. And Quentin Williams is a big reason for that. He's been in the backfield. He's been getting a ton of pressure. It's been amazing to watch. Here's the return for the Raiders. This one's going to get him across the 35. So Quentin Williams tonight, 3 pressures, a sack and a half, 5 quarterback hits on only 24 snaps. I mean, the guy is game wrecker out there, boys. Completely destroying the Raiders offense. It's been quite impressive to watch. I've really enjoyed it, and I love having Quentin Williams. First and 10. Geno looking, and he hits Genty on a check down, and Ashton Genty turns upfield. He's going to be tackled there by Logan Wilson. Second down coming up. So Logan Wilson traded from the Bengals earlier this month at the trade deadline. Now getting some snaps in at linebacker with Overshown on a pitch count. Here's a fire on a screen pass from Smith. I think that was Michael Meyer who made the reception there. We have a third down and short coming up. Was that Meyer or Bowers? I thought I saw 87. Third and 1 coming up. But this Cowboys defense looks a lot better, though, which is great to see. Cowboys opponents are 18 for 18 on 3rd and 1 this season. Will the Raiders make it 19 for 19? Stoppage here. Flag is down. False start by the Raiders. I guess we won't even find out. Stone Forsythe, the center, get hit with the penalty there. Third and 6 after the penalty. Trip set to the left. Genty also coming up. Trey Tucker in motion. Geno Smith drops back. Has to get rid of it. Pass is caught by Bowers, lunging for the line. And Bland is going to get him short. 4th and very short. Obviously, Raiders will go for this. It was a good throw from Geno. 4th and 1. Again, Geno makes a good throw. Bowers secures it. Reaches out with one arm. Wasn't able to get to the marker. And now, yeah, he made a great effort here, but he is going to be short. It's close, but he's short. 4th and 1. Oh, Ezeraku's on a knee, bro. Donovan Ezeraku is down. 4th and 1. Not good. But, yeah. Oh, it's Raiders ball. I don't know why I never changed the possession arrow. Donovan Izaraku back on the sideline here. 4th and 1 for the Raiders. Pitch to Genty. He is going to get the first down. He had to work hard for it, and he gets the first down, though. Yeah, he got blown up here at the end of this play. I hope he's all right because, yeah, that's pretty brutal. That was a pretty brutal shot. If you're listening, be sure to click the sub button. First and 10. Play action. Smith. Rollout. Hits his man Michael Meyer up the sideline. I think he got the first down before going out of bounds. Second and 2 now after the completion to Meyer. And Smith fakes the pitch. Throws. Nearly deflected. Trey Tucker makes the reception. And Tucker gets a good gain onto that play. That's a pretty solid tight end duo right there with Meyer and Bowers. Both very serviceable pass catchers. Well, Bowers obviously is a different breed. Meyer's a good tight end in his own right, though. First and 10, another screen to Bowers. This time he drops it, though. Second and 10. Gino. Gonna run another delayed draw. Mostert is swallowed up a couple yards on that carry. This time the Cowboys were much better prepared for that delayed draw, though. Third down coming up. Third and 8 coming up here for the Raiders. From the Dallas 30. Genty motions up. Smith takes the snap. Has time. Fires left side. Great throw to Lockett. First downs. I know he said first down Seattle, which is funny. First down Raiders. Smith to Lockett. So a new set of downs for Seattle after the completion to Lockett on the third down. First and 10. Tucker in motion. They go to Genty. He's swallowed up in the backfield by Kenny Clark. Wow, this Cowboys D tackle room has played their butts off tonight. Clark and Williams. Clark just puts the center on his butt and immediately wraps poor Genty up. He never stood a chance. Second and 11. Smith. Pressured. Has some time. Now he's got to step up. Houston gets him, or that's Clowney. Jadeveon Clowney from behind. What a play by Clowney there to chase down Geno Smith. Great day for the Cowboys so far. One final quarter to play in this Monday Night Football matchup. Cowboys lead 31-9 here in Vegas. Sin City has experienced a beatdown today from the Dallas Cowboys, who are putting together their most complete game of the season today. So, final quarter. Like to see the Cowboys just close this one out strong. Again, I don't know how many more drives Dak and the rest of the starters go out there today. Just being honest. I mean, you're up a lot of points. Going to be a really tough one for the Raiders to come back in here. I mean, Genty has just barely been able to get involved. I mean, they haven't even tried to run the ball on us, to be honest. Because for the most part, the defensive tackles have been dominant today. Quinn Williams, obviously one of the best run stoppers in the NFL. Kenny Clark's a good run stopper in his own right. Oso Digizua. I mean, this defensive line is just looking so much better. Here we go. Raiders have it at the 19-yard line. 3rd and 10 for Geno. Pressure backside. He completes the pass to Bowers, and it's going to bring up a 4th and short. Fourth and 4. Las Vegas going to have to go for this one. Fourth and 4 for Geno and the Raiders. Can the Cowboys finish it off here? 4-man rush. Smith has a lot of time. He'll finally step up and run. Oh, he runs past Logan Wilson and picks up the first down to the 5. Logan Wilson did not look very good. That's a situation where you'd like to have Overshown out there. Was he out there on 4th down? He was, but he wasn't spying the quarterback, or he was. Wait, so he just dropped out. Overshown, where are you going, man? First and goal for the Raiders now. Smith slid down at the 6. Geno with the most rushing yards on the team at 15. First and goal. And a screen to Tucker outside. And Tucker's going to score. Touchdown Raiders. So a good block out there. And Trey Tucker gets the Raiders' first touchdown of the night here in the 4th quarter. They're still in it technically. This is a good play here from the Raiders. Good blocks by both tight ends, and then Tucker's just got to fall into that end zone pretty easily. 31-15. After the PAT, it'll be probably 31-16. And it is. So Raiders stay in this football game. So Trey Tucker gets in. Geno gets his first touchdown of the night. If you're all listening, click the sub button. Game ain't over yet. Not quite. Not quite. All right, so big drive coming up. Now it's not exactly a take all the starters out situation here in this one. Not at all, actually. Um, Turpin on the return, breaks free, past the 40, and Turpin with a great return to get the Cowboys offense some good field position here. Dak has had a great night. Can he add a touchdown number 5 from the 43? Hand off to Devontae Williams. He is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Here we go. 2nd and 7. Toss play to Williams now, and he cuts it up. Nice tackle. Max Crosby was there. And it's now a 3rd down here for Dallas's offense. Oh, only a few coaches have national championships and Super Bowls. 2 of them are Cowboys coaches. Jimmy Johnson with Miami and the Cowboys. Barry Switzer with OU and the Cowboys. And then obviously the guy on the Raiders sideline tonight, Pete Carroll with the Trojans and the Seahawks. Not sure if he'll be getting one, though, in anytime soon, though. in Las Vegas. 3rd and 7. Prescott firing underneath, and it's dropped by Turpin. Raiders could make this a ball game, which I don't like. But I did say it wasn't over yet. So Turpin, that's tough, but come on. 4th and 7. Cowboys will punt. Brian Anger will send this one away. This one is going to be down to round. Oh, that one's taking a good bounce. And Trey Tucker's going to try to return this. He's going to be stuffed way inside the 5. Cowboys special teams gets a big favor from Trey. Big possession here for the Raiders. They're down at the 2, though. And we got all sorts of movement at the line of scrimmage. Flag is down. False start on Las Vegas. That'll back them up even further. It's 1st and 11. Genty is swarmed. Did they give him the safety? Yes, they do. Cowboys. Unbelievable. Genty got bottled up. Cowboys defense comes up with the safety. Donovan Izaraku. 17-point game. That makes it pretty tough to come back. That's a pretty brutal safety for Pete Carroll's squad to take there. They're going to attempt an onside kick. Onside pop-up kick. And Pickens recovers it. First and 10 now. Onside kick failed. Cowboys start in excellent field position. 11:37 to go. First and 10. Prescott handoff. Devontae Williams up the middle. Second and 7. Prescott, slant, Lamb, nice reception. Ball came out at the end, and Ferguson got it back regardless if he was down or not. Timeout here for the Cowboys on 3rd and 1. Dak didn't like the look. So we use a timeout there, which, I mean, might as well get all the details sorted out for this big 3rd down. Pickens dominant tonight. Third and 1 and a run to Lupke gets the Cowboys the 1st down. He's had a very interesting, very interesting night tonight. He's been involved in the offense in a multitude of ways. Under 10 minutes to play here in this one. Lamb checking into the game. Pickens is back in as well. There you go. 1st and 10. Play clock is down to 6. Got to get the snap off quick here. And they do. Prescott, pressured, gets it out to Turpin, and he is going to be tackled at the line of scrimmage by Jamal Adams. Great open field tackle by 33. The former star safety, Jamal Adams. That was a great play right there by him, man. That was a really good play. Dak took a shot, I believe, too. That was a great play right there by him, man. 9 minutes to go. Cowboys lead 33-16. At the 24, and Crosby tried to point out the false start. Javonte Williams is going to drag defenders to the 10-yard line. Flag came in really late. What's the call here? So they called unnecessary roughness on, I believe, Tyler Booker, the rookie right guard. Is that like a makeup call because they knew they missed a false start? Is that what this is? Because, yeah, Terrence Steele flinches. So Max Crosby was right about that. Where's the unsportsman? Where's the unnecessary roughness? That'll do it, I guess. Little extra from Tyler there. New set of downs regardless, 1st and 10, but the Cowboys will be backed up to the 26 instead of near the 10. Now another stoppage here with 8.5 to go in the ball game. First and 10 now. Turpin in motion. Prescott. Screen out to Ferguson. He's going to run a field, and he's actually going to get a solid gain there on that little tight end screenplay. So that's actually really good play call. I like that one. Jake Ferguson actually looked kind of fast on that one, which is interesting. He has not looked very quick like he used to. That's right. 2nd and 3. Prescott will hand it off to Javonte Williams. He's going to be stopped after a gain of 1. 3rd and 2. Third and 2. Prescott outside pass caught. CeeDee Lamb. First and 10 now. And another handoff to Williams. And he's going to get inside the 10. Second and 6, 5.5 to play. Cowboys trying to seal it. Williams at 92 yards. Highest carry total of the season at 21. And Prescott looking for touchdown number 5. He's protected well. He finds Brevin Spanford on the sideline. It's 3rd and 2. Williams, handoff, and he's fighting. They're trying to drag him. He's going to be short. Fourth down here. We'll see what Dallas does here. A field goal would make it a 20-point game. Fourth and 2. Cowboys going for it from the 5. Lamb in motion. Prescott looking that way. And off of Lamb's hands. It wasn't a great throw, but man, that's a killer. Gosh, I mean, that's got to kill you as a coach. Great play call, and you just can't execute. Wasn't a great throw by any means, but Lamb, you got to haul that one in, buddy. Oh, CD, man. You got to haul those in 10 times out of 10, bro. First and 10 out to Genty, and Ashton Genty will make the reception, get a few yards. The second and 5. Smith, left side pass caught. Bowers. Third and 1. Only 2:48 to go. Time running out for the Raiders, who are at their own 14. Smith, pressured, and throws it up incomplete as he was being wrapped up by Oso Digizua. He just flipped out a prayer, and now 2.5 to play here. Everybody's got to fight for their playing time. There's no doubt on that D-line. 4th and 1. Cowboys motion in a little the D-line. Play action. Smith, pressured, rolls out and sacked. Odigizua gets them down this time, and that's going to end this ball game. Osa's about to be unlocked with these new defensive tackles, man. With Quentin Williams, and now you got Kenny Clark getting going as well. Man, he just gets through right here. Man, it's been a tough night for Forsyth from what I've seen. First and goal. Cowboys are already kneeling it out. I think. Flag's down now. Oh, too many men on the field. That's weird. First and goal now. I guess we're going to get another touchdown, maybe. Oh, are we kneeling it? We are kneeling it down here. Landry shifting a little bit. What a win, boys. This is a big time dub right here tonight. 2-minute warning. Cowboys are just about to wrap this one up. If you are listening still, be sure to click the subscribe button. Big win for the boys tonight. And, yeah, I love it. Love to see it. This is a big win, though. Just to be able to come out and get a win today, the team looked a lot better. Again, the Raiders are not a very good football team, and we know this, but they just look so much better up front with Quinn Williams. Um, he really did make a huge difference tonight, and it's just things like that that matter so much to this team. So, huge props to them for getting the job done and just taking care of business like they should have against the Cardinals. And so race is on now. You got a game against the Eagles in 6 days. We know obviously how good that team can be, and how tough it is to beat them. But that game will be in Dallas, so I don't know. This is a big win though. What a guava to say. But yeah, this is just the type of win that we love to see. This team really just came out and played well today. And Landry shift here from Dak. This all but does it, baby. Shotty got these boys playing some ball today. Yes, sir. Good to see Overshown back out there today as well. I mean, obviously, this team is um, getting healthy, getting guys back. Great to see all the guys wearing their Marshawn Nealon shirts. Shotty and all of them. They got the 94 patches on. I mean, it's bigger than football sometimes, man. And these guys came out here and they're gonna be playing the rest of the season with that on their shoulders, man. Is with that heavy hearts on that. So again, rest in peace to Marshawn. And, just praying for his family and girlfriend and stuff like that. But yeah, dude, it's just this is a big win tonight though for this team, and I love it. Love to see them come out and play like this for once. So let's do it, boys. Cowboys improved to 4-5-1, still in the NFC playoff race, and obviously a huge game against the Eagles is coming up soon. But this team, we saw it tonight. They got to keep just carrying it over to the Eagles game. He's telling them to get off the field. I'm done. Great game from Dak tonight. 4 touchdowns, no picks, only the fumble. What are the Raiders going to do? Are they going to play offense here? Or are they just going to. Oh, Raiders are going to also respect it and kneel it down. And that's it. Big win, boys. That'll do it. Dallas Cowboys get the win on Monday Night Football. Thank y'all for listening, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace out, boys.